Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday, September 13th. Here are the announcements for today. As always, want to remind you to be a pro. We are positive, we are respectful, we take ownership for our learning, for our environment, and most importantly, for our actions. Students, I want to talk about a safety concern. Please do not let anybody into the building, even if it's someone that you know, even if it's someone, like a police officer that you think should have access to the building. If they should have access to the building, they'll be able to get in with a badge. We all have these badges, or they can come to the front and we can talk to them and see if they should be in the building. It's a big safety concern. Please do not open any doors for anyone, even if it's someone that you know. If you're interested in joining Pride Club, there's a flyer in your grade level Google Classroom. You must join that Google Classroom for information about meetings. The North Star newspaper. Do you love to write? Do you want to be involved in the school? Join the Middle School North newspaper. Please email Ms. Talone if you're interested in writing an article each month, karen.talone@gocruisers.org. The school newspaper is fantastic. I know I told you yesterday, but the writers and Ms. Talone do an absolutely wonderful job. We come up with a new edition every month. I send it out to families, to our staff, and to all the students in the building. It's a really cool thing. Hopefully we get more and more writers. We don't have any birthdays here at school today. However, it's this dude's birthday, Milton Hershey, the guy who founded Hershey's Chocolate. So happy birthday to the one, the only Milton Hershey. All right, joke of the day. This is from Miss Ransom. What is a snake's favorite subject in school? History. All right, grade level Google Classroom. If you are not in your grade level Google Classroom, you need to join it. There's a lot of stuff in there about sports, about extracurriculars, about clubs, etc. We put flyers, information in there. The I need to see form is in there. Go ahead and join that if you have not already done so. If you need to do that, you can ask your teacher to pause it so that you can get the code. A reminder about restrooms. Students, you may not use the restroom between classes or the first 5 or last 5 minutes of classes. Make sure you're taking care of our restrooms. If you notice that there's an issue with the restroom, you need to let a staff member know immediately. Because if you don't, and we check the cameras and we check SmartPass, and you were the last one in there, you are the one who's going to be disciplined for the mess. So if you vandalize or leave a mess, you'll be disciplined, and part of your discipline will be to clean the restrooms. So make sure you are taking care of our stuff. That's part of being pros and taking ownership, is owning that this is all of our school and taking good care of it. The Washington, D.C. trip meeting is September 19th for current 8th grade students interested in possibly going on the Washington, D.C. trip. We also have scholarships. So if you're interested in going on the Washington, D.C. trip as an 8th grader, if you're an 8th grader, but you're not sure if your family can afford it because it is expensive, there are scholarships available. So forms are going to be given out in your social studies class. We also have some on the table outside the main office. We are going to allow students to turn those in until October 31st, but make sure that you get those turned in. If you have questions, you can email Ms. Lenahan at sarah.lenahan@gocruisers.org. But we are excited that we can offer some scholarships for students who might not be able to afford the expensive cost of the Washington, D.C. trip. Also, a reminder while I'm talking about the D.C. trip, students, if you do not have good behavior, attendance, and grades, you can't go. So, if you're failing classes, you need to be in class. If your attendance isn't very good, then we won't let you go either because you'll need to be in school. If you've been suspended out of school, typically we won't let you go. Now, if there's an extenuating circumstance, sometimes we'll allow students to write a letter to plead their case as to why they think they should be able to still go on the DC trip. Maybe you made a mistake and you've learned from it, and you've taken ownership of your behavior, etc. But typically, students, if you've been suspended out of school, you cannot go. If you have D's or F's in classes, you cannot go. And if your attendance, if you are in our truancy process, you cannot go either. So make sure you're taking care of those things if you want to go on the Washington, D.C. trip. A reminder about our winners for our PBIS raffle for being pros. I'll go through them. These are our 6th grade winners. If you did not already come down and get your Cane's gift card, you can go ahead and do so now. 7th grade winners. And our 8th grade winners. All right, congratulations to all of you who are being pros and won our PBIS raffle. We'll do more raffles here throughout the school year. Make sure that you're getting your points. Make sure that you're doing what you need to do in class to be successful. If you need to speak to a counselor or principal, please fill out the I Need to See form. We love to help. and we'll call you down whenever we have a chance. A reminder about our behavior areas of focus: the cafeteria. Make sure students are following expectations there. And then hallways. Walk on the right side of the hallway. We're keeping our hands and feet to ourselves. We're not yelling, we're not screaming, and we're making it to class on time. Reminder that E plus R does equal O. Events are going to happen to you that are out of your control. How you respond to it is what's important. Positive responses tend to lead to positive outcomes, but all we control is how we respond. And if no one has told you yet today, you are loved, you belong here at Middle School North. You have all the tools to be successful. We've got your back. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And as always, it's great to be a cruiser.